Sir, there are a few institutions and organizations that can be described as truly pan-Indian, like the Indian Railways. Millions of passengers speaking different languages, consuming different types of foods, wearing different types of dresses, and believing in diverse religions use one common vehicle for transportation every day. So in this process, they give up their individual identity and become one Indian. Sir, our ex-president, Pranab Kumar Mukherjee, who said that the Indian Railways is an integrator and unifier of the country. I feel we have a major role to play, not only maintaining and upgrading the Indian Railways, taking one of the largest railway network of the world to new heights and not selling it off. Sir, our main problem is our railway speed. Sir, India's fastest indigenously manufactured train, Vande Bharat Express, has now been running successfully. The semi-high-speed intercity electrical multiple unit self-propelled trains run at a speed of 130 miles per hour. It has cut running the time between New Delhi and Kotra by 4 hours. I would like the Honorable Railway Minister, he is not here, nobody is here, so I would like the Honorable Government to consider this as a proposal of Kerala and try to operate a Vande Bharat Express between Thiruvananthapuram and Kasaragod. This will help the daily commuters who travel from the capital city to Kochi, which they could reach by 2 hours. Sir, one of my thoughts on privatization of the Indian Railway, which was hinted at by the Finance Minister in her budget. Though subsequently the Railway Minister ruled out privatizing and that the government is looking out for public-private partnership, I have my fears. Recently, the Indian Railway allowed private operators to run passenger trains on select routes, and I understand in identifying routes where 150 more trains can be run by private operators. This, I think, is the first step to disaster. So, privatization is, if putting the Indian Railway on sale, would be like breaking the backbone of our country's transportation infrastructure, so please do not do it, sir. The Indian Railway is one organization that touches the hearts and existence of all Indians. Please do not destroy it. Too often we don't realize what we have utility done. Sir, as far as the Indian Railway, for my state of problems, sir, I will conclude very shortly. Sir, before, I would like to point some urgent needs of my state. Kerala has approximately 1.2 lakh kilometers of road lines. That is 4.2% of Indian total length. It is quite a high considering that the Kerala accounts for 2.7% of the total population of the country. The existing railway network in the state is also not suitable for the faster travel. The average speed of the journey by rail and road in the state is about 30% to 40% lower than the neighboring states like Tamil Nadu. And this becomes slower the rainy season. There is a little scope of increasing the speed of the train on existing railway lines. It is in this context that doubling of strategic line was undertaken. The Ernakulam-Kayangulam line is fully rectified, and the line doubling work is in progress. Similarly, work on the Thiruvananthapuram-Mangalore semi-high-speed line that runs along the densely populated coastal region is still inching along. My request to the respected railway minister is to initiate steps to speed the train. Sir, another thing is, one of the major railway projects is the Sabari project, sir. Sir, the Sabari project didn't get the green signal to run because it is now the estimated cost of the Sabari project is now 2,815 crores. But I'm sorry, sir, in the 1920 union budget, only 1 crore has been allocated, sir. Sir, the railway board has written to the Kerala government that without 50% of cost sharing by the state government, they could not allocate any further funding to the Sabarimala rail project. My request to the Honorable Railway Minister is to consider a special package of Kerala like it is done for the northeast states, which will primarily include the concern of the percentage of the coach sharing. Sir, another 2-3 points, sir. Another point is, sir, the state, we had two dangers. One, the coach factory and the sword. Sir, the previous government announced a coach factory at Palakkad, and there was a proposal for a railway zone at Trivandrum. Both are the cold stories, sir. So please expedite that and please allow to start the coach factory's work and sanction the railway zone also. Sir, the state railways infrastructure and operation in my state has declined into a situation that is beyond pathetic. The quality and the levels of railway service in the state have fallen drastically as passengers have been suffering no end with the terrible punctuality and horrible trains. Sir, I would like to stress on the quality of the coach of the trains in the Kerala is the worst. There are no timely repairs and maintenance of the tracks of the state. It does not matter what parameters you take and how you look into it. Kerala still gets among the lowest fund and infrastructure allocation in the country. It's already, sir, I'm concluding, sir. It already has the lowest railway track per person ratio and also the lowest fund for railway allocate per person in the country. It turns out that Kerala is one of the most neglected in the country. Sir, before I conclude, sir, one thing I will quote one, sir, like some rightly said, I quote, if you board the wrong train, it is no use running along the corridor in the other direction. Do not take the wrong decision. Please get the Kerala and the Indian Railways, sir, please.